What's up, guys? This is Ken with Picking Duck. Today we're talking about sports gambling versus sports investing. Let's figure out which one you are. Now, if you're new to this channel and if you're new to Picking Duck is a website that is a fantasy sports betting contest. So you can make picks on the site. It's free to play. We give you 2,000 chips every Monday to play with. And your goal is to grow that chip stack by the end of the week. And that's a Monday through Sunday. Whoever wins the most chips that week wins the weekly sports betting contest. And we're about to be adding a monthly sports betting contest. So that's pickingduck.com. We have an iOS app and we're working on an Android app. But if you're new to this channel, we talk about sports betting tips, strategies, ways to beat the book. And today we're going to talk about if you're a sports gambler or a sports investor. And there's a lot of people that think they are investing in sports when they're really just gamblers. And gamblers, in the long run, you end up losing. So let me explain to you how you can figure out if you're a sports gambler versus a sports investor. The whole differentiator between a sports gambler versus a sports investor is your mindset. And the sports gambler has a short-term mindset versus an investor who has a long-term mindset. They have a further goal. And let me explain that to you. So sports gamblers, they play parlays. Why? Because it is the way that they can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time. Quick money. So they're trying to gain as much money in short of a time as possible. Now that's called gambling. And a sports investor will more likely do straight bets and probably stay away from parlays, even if it's a parlay, maybe at the most a two-team parlay. And that is a long-term strategy to make profits over time. And so you got short-term higher profits versus long-term smaller profits. And that's the difference between the mindset there. Another one is sports gamblers judge themselves and their success based on how they did that day or even how they did that week. And when you have that kind of short-term mindset, like how did I do today? If I'm down as a sports gambler, I'm thinking, oh no, I need to figure out how to turn this day around. And you'll start looking for the last game of the day, which is Hawaii football, and you'll start betting on that game, even though you don't have a good concept of the line or who's going to win. You just need to try and turn your day around because you're thinking about the short term. When it comes to sports investing, you're okay. You don't judge yourself by that day. If you have a losing day, you're not going to waste away more money by trying to just bet on some random game to try and turn the day around. That's not what sports investors do. They take a look at season-long results, not just daily, weekly, or even monthly, although those are trackers. But really, they look at the results over a season. How did we do this season in college basketball? How did we do this season in college football? And that's how they can judge was it successful or not versus, oh, I suck today. And that leads us to the third thing, which is sports gamblers with that short-term mindset. If they have a bad week, like I'm talking a really bad week where they depleted all their credit and probably asked for more credit, they have to quit. They're done, and because that's a short-term mindset that they're going nowhere. And that's what happens when a sports gambler hits a point and they end up quitting. And as a sports investor, you can have a really bad week. And I'm talking bad weeks where you're losing in multiple accounts. But the investor knows that this is a long-term game. And so that following week, you have to keep going at it. And that is a hard thing to do. You know, after coming off a losing week, I mean, you might be able to take a break, but you know, that's something that a sports investor knows that, hey, if you quit while you're down, you end up a loser. So if you're ever going to quit, you need to quit while you're winning. So sports investors know that, hey, I got to keep on playing because the tides will turn and the money will come back. So that is the main differences between a sports gambler and a sports investor. Which one are you guys? Are you guys focused on the short-term parlays and how you did that day? Or are you focused on straight bets, long-term wins over time? You know, which one are you? I hope you're a sports investor because that's the way you can truly gain some wins in the sports book and beat the books. Guys, this is Ken with Picking Duck. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please do subscribe and like, share this video with anyone who you think it will provide them value. And if you're in the books, good luck out there.